Hi guys, this is Mariah. I have some things on my mind right now, and I want to talk to you guys. Let me first start by saying that I am and always will be connected to this very special person to me, who is my twin soul, and that person is Bob Dylan. And I have to think of him in my mind today in the framework of, in the framework of my mind. I have to think, being that I am the same soul as him, I wonder, if he's feels the same way I do about this particular thing. Well, I am Edie Sedgwick reincarnated, and I just kind of had a little bit of a freak out. By freak out I mean talk to my boyfriend about these things going on with me, this sense of overwhelmed feeling, being very creative and needing help, having all the creativity in the world, but like Edie Sedgwick, it all kind of left with her, this creativity. She didn't have the right people around her to help her with everything. And my life is very much the same nowadays. I mean, I have support, I have some good people in my life, but it's not really enough. The strange thing is, and the reason I came here to talk is, I wonder, posing a question, I wonder if Bob also has the same mentality I do, which is that no matter what comes in my life or what's going on, I always feel that I have to go off the beaten path. I have to go my own way. My own route will always be better. And though I've tried to be business partners with my boyfriend for 9 months, yes, across the world, he lives in another country, I've tried to do this, but in the end I just feel that my work and my destiny somehow involves only the right combination of my mind, only the right combination of the way that I do things. I have successful people, I have rich people, I have, affiliate marketers online, people all seem to want to help, but none of this matches my own vision, which I know my vision is right, my direction is right. It has to be right because it's from the Creator Himself, which inscribed in me, in my DNA, inscribed in my DNA that this is how it's got to be, and this is why it's so hard for me to listen to others' advice sometimes. I am very open-minded. I love advice, but this is interesting. This is interesting about Edie and about my twin soul, Bob Dylan, being that we are the same soul. Though we are the equal opposite of each other. He's the divine masculine, I'm the divine feminine. But basically there's always this sense inside me that no matter what, support is there. I have to keep going in my own method, and we'll see in the future if this is what creates success for me. There's this sense inside of me, and I can't change it. It's like his line, I already know the way. I feel much like that. So while people are reaching their hand out, I may seem like I'm ready to fall, but I know that I have to go my route. I know it's the correct way, and not just for myself, but I believe that it's the correct way because it will help others in the future. Obviously, when you make a name for yourself and you create great things, then you can share that with the world. So this is not any sort of selfish thing. I'm not extremely like that, it's just something inside of me. I had to talk about it here as the reincarnation of Edie Sedgwick, and this explains much the similarities between us. Like, I just explained to my boyfriend that, Edie Sedgwick had so much potential and creative output, but if she didn't have somebody to help her execute those plans, then it was difficult for her to share that with the world. Much the same, I'm struggling with these particular things as well. But I think I've got a good handle on it. At least I hope so. Just gonna keep going, and that's all. That's all you can do. So I remain forever connected to my twin soul, and I will always talk about my previous life, reincarnation, the extension of Edie Sedgwick, here now as Mariah Enos. And I'm ready to share things, but first I've got to get there myself. I'll share things along the way in the process. So that's really my point today, is something that I can't really put to words, this alone sense in the world that nobody sees the world the way I do, and I'm sure and I hope that you all feel the same way too. That boyfriend's calling me now. Hope that you all feel the same way too, that there's nobody like you in the world. Honor that and run with that. So that's all for now. Thank you so much for listening to me. This is Mariah, and thank you very much for listening to me once again.